So, welcome everybody. My name is Marissa Sweet. I am the Vice President and Social Media Director for the Society of Canadian Artists. Tonight we are having our guest artist, Gabriel Lavoie, as our guest tonight. We'd like to get to know more of his process, his style, what he's working on, and also to congratulate you personally or virtually for winning third place in our Open International Juried Exhibition, which is on now online in our website until June 15. Congratulations, Gabrielle.
Thank you.
And also tonight, we will have as a very special added treat. We have Giselle Leger Drapeau.
Léger.
Léger
Léger
Drapeau.
drapeau.
Oh, Léger Drapeau. So sorry with my
No
pronunciation.
problem.
I'm so excited to have Giselle join us. She is our association's Atlantic representative, and she's doing a lot to get our a good community of membership in the Atlantic region. So thank you for joining us tonight, Giselle.
Mon plaisir.
And Giselle's also going to help us with the French language translation because I don't speak French, but I will try. So, a little bit of introduction here. Just a little bit about you, Gabrielle. So, a lot of people can get to know more about you. And as we get to talk about your work, you can share more. So, I'll just read this, it's in English.
Yeah.
Gabriel Lavoie was born in Temiscouata,
Yeah.
Quebec.
Yeah.
Was that good?
Perfect. Actually.
I won't say the date, but it was in March, so belated happy birthday. He's self-taught artist. Gabriel uses art or painting to manifest and communicate the light that is in him. He sincerely believes that art allows human beings to manifest the qualities of their soul. So, Gabriel continues his path in his workshops where he turned his talent and creative inspiration into magnificent paintings, but he also shares intuitive painting through enthusiastic teaching. You have to tell us about that you're teaching as well, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Every year, intuitive painting seminar workshops are organized in Canada and Europe. And I think you go to some European countries to teach intuitive painting.
Yeah.
Gabriel says that intuitive painting has completely transformed his vision of art and life. His works travel throughout the world and inspire the souls of new generations to discover inner beauty through art. In 2011, Gabriel was awarded one of the most prestigious honorary prizes by being named Academicien of the International Academy of Fine Arts of Quebec. Wow, Gabriel. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow. Now, for those who are also watching us live, I would like to introduce Giselle Lija
Léger.
Drapeau. Lija Drapeau. Giselle, after graduating in 1976 from the University of Moncton, I believe, Giselle began teaching fine arts at the high school level and working as an assistant art consultant at the elementary level. Giselle also teaches methodology of art education. Is it at the University of Moncton as well?
Yeah, but that stopped in 205. I'm
205.
now retired.
Now retired. Congratulations. Giselle is an elected member of the Canadian Society of Artists and has been a professional artist for 39 No, 30 years. Yes,
Over,
over. Wow. She has had numerous solo and group exhibitions in Canada, Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Fredericton, St. John's, in France, and in Portugal. Oh, and even in Africa,
Oh,
Tunisia.
Easy.
wow.
Working with a rich array of techniques and mediums, this keeps her constantly motivated, and she welcomes a lot of artistic challenges. Welcome, Giselle.
Thank you.
Merci,
Welcome.
merci beaucoup d'être là.
Ah,
Yeah.
ça fait plaisir.
I'm so excited. So now let's ask some questions to Gabrielle. How
Okay.
are you? How is Quebec?
Quebec, it's a great place to live.
Yes, I believe so. You've got
Ça va bien, la température est bonne ici en ce moment. Tout est bien. On est privilégié, je dirais, malgré tout, tout ce qui se passe en ce moment. Et puis, on prépare, peut-être au Québec, on se prépare à avoir quelques symposiums. We are going to have some symposium, exhibition. Comment on dit symposium en anglais?
Je pense que symposium, c'est symposium. Huh? Isn't it the same in French and English?
yeah, symposium.
Yeah.
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 So
And besides that, he says everything's great. The weather's fine,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's well, and basically things are good.
Yeah.
things are good. Things are good. Excellent. What's the weather right now?
He says it's beautiful.
Maybe 15 degrees.
Sunny?
No sunny, not today.
Not today. Cloudy.
But yesterday and c'était dans les derniers jours, c'était vraiment beau. It was very beautiful
The last few days.
last few days.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
wow, that's great. So spring is here. I'm hoping.
yeah.
How about in Giselle? Giselle, where are you? You're in New Brunswick, yes?
Yes. We're like always 3 days behind Montreal. If it's sunny in Montreal, it will be sunny in New Brunswick, but like 2 or 3 days later. We're always behind. So if they're having a cloudy day, it's going to be cloudy here for at least another 2 or 3 days. We have to wait. They're always ahead of us, but it's nice because there's always hope. We know it's coming.
That's right. Wow. Well, over here in Ontario today, it is raining, thunderstorm,
Oh,
and cold wind. So not too pleasant today.
No.
But we do need the rain. We
yeah.
need rain. So we need that for the flowers to come up.
Mhm.
Yeah. So wow. So Gabrielle,
Yeah,
in your biography, you mentioned you're a self-taught painter.
yeah.
So when did you realize that you wanted to be an artist?
Okay. I think I was 7 or 8 years old. Je vais l'expliquer en français.
Oui, je prends des
Yes.
notes.
Yeah, go ahead.
J'étais dans une classe à l'école et puis on avait décidé, le professeur avait décidé qu'il y aurait un après-midi de détente et puis on nous a demandé de faire des dessins. Et puis moi, c'était probablement une des premières fois que je m'adonnais à faire du dessin. Puis, j'ai eu l'idée de créer quelque chose en direct. J'ai regardé par la fenêtre et j'ai vu un bâtiment à l'extérieur. C'était une église, je crois. Et puis, c'est ce que j'ai décidé de faire, moi, alors que les autres enfants essayaient de faire des choses par imagination et tout. Et puis, lorsque j'ai fini mon travail, de ce que je me rappelle, les gens me disaient que le professeur avait pris le temps d'appeler ma mère pour lui dire que j'avais un talent certain. Alors ça, c'est la première étape vraiment que je me souviens vaguement, mais je sais, lorsque je l'ai fait, je me souviens de l'avoir fait, et c'était quand même assez, je dirais, je pense que c'était une découverte en même temps. Là. Je découvrais ça. Et puis, je voyais aussi que tout le monde, que tous les enfants à côté faisaient des dessins, mais qu'il y avait une certaine différence entre ce que j'avais réalisé et ce que les autres enfants avaient réalisé.
Okay.
Ça, c'est la première étape.
Okay. The magic moment happened when he was about 7 or 8 years old. He was in school, and it was an afternoon, and the teacher asked the students to take sort of like the afternoon off and relax. And in order to do so, he asked the students to draw. And he says everybody started drawing, like all the students around him were drawing, but he sat next to the window and looked outside and saw some kind of, he thinks it was a church, yeah. But there was, a particular building outside. So he decided to draw what he was seeing outside the window.
Wow.
And so his drawing was completely different from all of his fellow students in the classroom. Wow. And he became aware that there was a certain serenity when he withdrew and drew what he was seeing, and that his drawing was definitely not like all the others. And the teacher even called his mom to tell her that he or she thought that Gabriel had a special talent. So for him, it was a discovery.
Yeah.
He had never really drawn before.
Yes.
It was his first experience with drawing,
Wow.
but it was a very good one. That was the magic moment.
That's when you knew that you wanted to be an artist, and there was a connection with you drawing something, and it made you probably feel happy.
And fier.
Proud.
Oh.
I think that it was something that I need at this moment to be proud. And so I take this moment, and I continue after that, because of one of my uncle. Il venait chez moi régulièrement. C'était un artiste.
Okay.
Et puis moi, je m'assoyais près de lui. Il pouvait dessiner pendant des heures et je le regardais. Et j'étais complètement passionné par le travail qu'il faisait. Et ça m'a donné vraiment un élan extraordinaire. C'est la deuxième étape.
The second étape, or the second stage, was one of his uncles was a professional artist, was a very good artist, and he used to come and visit their home a lot. And he said he would sit there and just draw for hours. And I would sit next to him and I would be mesmerized by the talent of this uncle. And it really helped to develop a passion for.
Wow. Wow.
Et ce n'était pas un artiste professionnel, mais il avait un talent autonome lui aussi. C'est un autodidacte.
I'll rephrase. It was not a professional artist, but he had this passion, and it was sort of like it was beyond it. It was more like a hobby, but a very good one.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you, Giselle.
That's yeah. Wow, you're doing so great, Giselle. This is our first time to do an interview that we have French and English together. So I truly am enjoying this a lot, and perhaps we will have more of this in the future. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is so cool, Gabriel. So you were influenced by your uncle, and then and as well you have this inner talent that you just had to develop
Yes.
and to get more training. So
Yeah.
did you have training elsewhere? Did you attend a seminar? Did you attend conventions?
Not really. Not
Yes,
really. But I worked a lot. I was
practice.
always with a pen,
Yeah.
pencil, uh, and my mother said maybe 2 or 3 years before she died,
Yes.
she said that des fois, quelquefois, elle se souvenait pas que j'étais parmi la famille parce que j'étais tellement absent. Donc, je prenais tellement de temps à faire du dessin dans mon petit coin, très, très, très en retrait, et je dessinais beaucoup. Elle m'a dit, elle me disait, euh, il y a des années que je me souviens pas de toi tellement tu étais dans tes dessins, puis c'est quand même assez spécial qu'elle me dise ça, mais c'est comme si nous, on était quand même une famille de 9 enfants.
Okay.
Alors, pour
Hey,
ma mère,
he comes from a family of 9 children. And a
Oh.
few years before his mother died, she told him that looking back, there was quite a few number of years where she felt like he wasn't there. He wasn't part of the family because he was always so secluded with his pencils and drawings that the family just forgot about
Oh
him,
no.
and he was in his own little
World.
clustered world.
yeah,
Oh, wow. So you just well, that's too funny.
and
Um
years after years,
practice
yeah, I was practicing.
practicing reading books maybe
Yeah,
um
yeah.
and
Hmm.
just practicing and just keep going it because so now are you a full-time painter now?
Yeah, yeah.
Full-time.
Uh,
You teach and then you do your art.
yeah. I started my career, professional career, uh, when I was 30. So it's been um, 30 years or more that I'm now a professional painter, and je gagne ma vie avec mon travail depuis
He
au moins 30 ans.
About 30 years ago, he decided to uh, gagner sa vie, comment on dit. He decided to make it a career, and that's all he does.
Oh,
So
nice.
he's been living off his art as a professional artist for 30 years or so.
Yeah.
Nice. Wonderful. Wow, congratulations. Wow.
Thank you.
So
It's
my
a
husband,
privilege.
huh?
It's a great privilege.
Yes, it
Yes.
is. Yeah,
It
definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Well, how would you describe your style then? You said it's more intuitive. So how can you explain a little bit about your art and maybe touch a little bit on the process? How do you start?
OK. La peinture intuitive, pour moi, c'est une façon tout à fait nouvelle de voir l'art ou la peinture parce que ça m'a obligé à être un peu plus intérieur. Je vais essayer d'être assez clair, de m'intérioriser un peu plus pour faire une peinture qui m'a obligé à me déstructurer de ce que je connaissais déjà de l'art.
Okay.
Est-ce que ça va?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Et puis, et puis automatiquement, c'est comme si, en faisant ça, j'ai ouvert plus grand mes possibilités de peintre parce que au lieu de m'en tenir qu'aux photos, aux reproductions, à des choses beaucoup plus figuratives, j'ai comme passé du côté abstrait.
Mm.
Je dirais que c'est un mélange, la peinture intuitive, entre l'abstrait et l'art-thérapie. Je sais pas si ça, c'est...
Right. All right. So he says he used to paint more figuratively using references such as photos or painting on site or something like that. And then he realized that there was more to painting than just a pretty picture.
Yes.
And he started interiorizing, like going
Going
inside,
inside. Yeah.
and trying to find a way to express his feelings rather than
Copy.
what he was seeing. Yes,
Yeah. And
yes.
copying what
And
he.
so in a certain way, he went from his figurative art to and sort of like not destroyed it, but tried to find a way to uh, make it
Mix.
yeah, open a new window, like thinking outside the box and leaving the comfort of the figurative painting and going towards abstract. And he
Oh.
says probably the best way to describe his new way of seeing this would be maybe a wedding or a union between the abstract and the art therapy.
Oh. Wow.
Like it's
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
art can be very, very therapeutic,
Therapeutic. Yes.
and so it's probably the mélange, the mix of those two. Have
Yeah.
you ever, excuse me, on side note, have you ever read Matisse, the biography of Matisse, the artist Matisse?
No,
But
haven't.
Gabrielle, you should, because
Yeah.
I think you would really
Relate.
you would connect with
Yeah.
what this artist went through
Okay.
at the beginning of the century.
Matisse. So
Yeah.
you're reading the biography right now?
I'm reading the biography, and then you know why I'm reading it? It's because it's an artist that I could never, ever understand.
Mm.
And I disliked his paintings, and I had no use for his paintings, like I had no use for the cubism, you know, thing.
Right.
But there is something, because that's was his philosophy, was to undo what he was seeing. And he wasn't as he wasn't as not as cruel as the cubist.
Mm.
But still, you I think you would get a lot out of reading
Reading
about
that.
Matisse. Yeah.
Oh boy. Something to look
Je-
at. The-
I have I have something a little to add. Uh, it was like uh, mon cœur
Oui,
et ma tête
oui.
se sont rencontrés lorsque j'ai commencé à peindre intuitivement.
Okay, well, that's really good. His head and his heart met when he started painting intuitively.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
it's there, it's like it's almost probably like a connection, like coming full circle.
Yeah.
When you start, and every time a door opens, you go through it,
Hmm.
and especially in art, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in this complete serene circle.
Space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I know when I am myself I'm painting, it's like there's a time when you're painting that you're following everything, the techniques, the you're following a process, you're following everything
Yeah.
in your reference material. But once you stop looking at your reference material and you go into the zone,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're just free flowing, you're just going with
Mm-hmm.
intuition. It doesn't matter what paint you get. You just feel you have to get that
Yeah.
paint.
Yes.
And then I think that's when you embody the creative spirit. Yeah.
Do you Uh, is it okay if I show you
Yes.
a painting
Yes. Yeah, let's see it.
that I did uh, weeks ago?
Okay.
And it is, I think, a perfect example of the mariage,
Of
uh,
your
The
heart and
union.
mind
between head
and
and
heart.
so
Yay, we get a studio tour. Ah, oh
Oh,
my.
wow. Oh, mais c'est de
Wow.
toute beauté.
I just have chills
Yeah.
because I saw the abstract first and then I now see the mother and child and I just got chills. It's beautiful.
thank you.
Tu utilises quoi? De l'acrylique ou
Euh,
l'huile ou...
très souvent, très souvent, je vais commencer mes tableaux avec des fonds intuitifs acryliques.
OK.
Mm.
Ensuite, si je me sens bien avec l'acrylique, vraiment, si ça va très bien, je vais continuer jusqu'à ce que je sente le besoin de travailler avec l'huile pour finir mon travail. Parce que je travaille acrylique et huile. Et
OK.
quelquefois, je travaille qu'à l'huile et quelquefois qu'à l'acrylique. Mais mon médium préféré, c'est dans les questions d'ailleurs à venir, mon médium préféré, c'est l'huile. Parce que je trouve que pour... Alors, mais ce tableau aussi était fait presque 50% acrylique au départ et
Okay.
50% huile.
You got that?
Nope.
Uses he,
I heard acrylic, so I go, okay, something's happening with the acrylic there.
I asked him what medium he used, and he says his favorite medium is oil. But most of the time, he will start with acrylic and add oil as a finishing touch. But sometimes it will be completely acrylic, and other times it will be completely oil. So it depends on his mood, I guess.
Yes.
or it depends on where the painting wants to go.
To go, yeah. So do you always start your paintings with acrylic first?
No,
No,
sometimes he goes oil.
no.
Mm.
I have a painting for you.
Yes. Yes. Let us see. Yeah, I see a lot of paintings there.
Yeah,
Gosh.
nice studio.
Oh
Oh
my.
my God.
That
Oh,
is huge.
Oil,
Oh, that's
that's
oil.
oil.
100% oil.
Mm.
And this wasn't intuitive painting.
Yes. You had to follow a photograph or
It's
was it like
my own photo that I asked this man if I can take a picture of him,
yes.
and he accepted that. So this it was a beautiful windy no
Yes,
uh,
Yes.
oui, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, a windy
Oui.
day,
yeah.
and
Windy day.
I love that because before j'ai jamais eu l'occasion de faire une peinture avec les cheveux au vent et tout comme ça. Et puis, ça a été vraiment, vraiment une expérience extraordinaire. Ce monsieur est décédé aujourd'hui, mais la
Okay.
va revenir à sa famille. Mais je voulais vous montrer parce que euh, je suis vraiment un, comment on dit, c'est un terme en français, mais polyvalent.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
J'aime
yeah,
la peinture intuitive, j'aime
yeah,
faire des portraits, j'aime faire des paysages, j'aime le figuratif, et puis je peux faire de tout selon mon humeur.
yeah.
OK?
He's very I don't know the specific
But
word for that, but in French it's polyvalent, which means that he can go
Versatile.
figurative painting, he can do
yes,
landscape paintings,
versatile
he can do
Versatile.
abstract paintings. He's very comfortable
in
in
all
all of them.
genres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you're comfortable going from realistic figurative to an abstracted painting immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is so versatile
yeah.
of you.
It's the term. I think.
Very, very,
Yeah.
yeah, multifaceted. Yeah, because some
Yes.
people are more into the abstract, but they can't draw
Mm,
very well,
yeah,
right? So, but you obviously can draw from the start. Like you can draw and then render it with color. Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
I
And
think
the piece, sorry.
I think what I really I know very little of Gabriel, but the more I know about him, I think what I really appreciate is there's not you have not fallen into a recipe.
Yes.
You know how some artists don't even need to sign their work because oh that's so and so because it's the
It's the
palette has
same
not
thing every
changed in
time.
years, the style has not changed, the subject has not changed, but I'm sure people have to look for your signature whenever you make a painting because there is no recipe, there is a soul.
it's. I love it.
That's amazing, Giselle.
C'est très, très, très beau because j'avais besoin d'une liberté totale pour être un artiste complet. Sinon, j'aurais pas été capable de suivre.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ce que je vois, ce que tu viens d'expliquer, c'est exactement ça.
Yeah, he needed that freedom of expression,
Yes.
and he probably doesn't belong to a clique,
Hmm.
you know, and he's definitely, I would say, an independent artist,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that that independence comes with a price, but it is priceless probably for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So,
precious.
wow, that's amazing, Gabrielle. So you take commissions for your portraits?
Est-ce
Do
que tu prends des commissions pour tes portraits?
Oui, oui,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So if somebody
I,
contacts you on your website and they want you to do their
I
portrait,
will give
you
you
do that.
everything. Yeah, yeah. Euh, J'aime, je prends des contrats, on va dire ça comme ça,
Mhm. Oui.
et puis je demande qu'on me laisse beaucoup de liberté. Ça peut être un visage, mais sur un fond intuitif.
Okay. Well,
Alors,
he says he does accept contracts or commissions,
Mm-hmm.
but it has to be understood from the beginning that probably if knowing him, tu aimes de prendre tes propres photos. He likes to take his own photos,
Ah,
and you know, and he will he wants to keep the liberty of painting with freedom of expression, and he will create his own background. You know, if it's not necessarily the picture you see in the photo is not going to be the picture you're going to see on the canvas, but
oh,
I mean, there will be a resemblance with the portrait itself, but the canvas in itself, the painting in itself, he reserves a lot of creativity rights.
creative freedom. Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
yeah.
tu peux, Gisèle, est-ce que tu peux rajouter quelque chose?
Oui,
Lorsque j'étais plus jeune, avant
oui.
d'être artiste professionnel, j'ai fait des centaines de portraits et de commandes pour les gens. Et puis, à un certain moment donné, je n'étais plus capable parce que c'était trop répétitif. Il y avait pas de sentiment d'émotion.
Oui. He before becoming a professional artist, he did hundreds of portraits for people that he you know it, he did a lot of portraits, and then he reached a point where he couldn't do them anymore
Yeah,
because it was just too repetitive. It was just
right.
too much of the same, and it was
Yeah, you needed a change.
yeah, it needed a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was also it's becoming it's not creative freedom anymore. Now
Yeah,
it's just like
like a
a
job.
work,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not anymore expressing your connection. Now you're doing a job that's like one,
Mm.
two, three, four.
Yeah, like a robot.
Like a robot.
Yeah, you don't want to have you don't want
Yeah.
to do that. Yeah. Now the piece that won the award for you, Gabrielle, today for tomorrow. Do you still have it in your studio?
I can show you. I can.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, that won the third place in the Open International Juried Art Show, ongoing now. Yes, Gabrielle, talk about this piece.
Mm.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hmm.
So, do you know this man?
Yeah. Uh, I met this man in 2018.
Yes.
OK. J'étais dans un symposium
Okay.
et j'étais en train de peindre dans mon kiosque. Et puis, j'ai ressenti quelque chose de très fort. Je me suis retourné. Le monsieur était parmi tous les gens. Il se promenait avec sa femme. Et lorsque j'ai vu son visage, j'ai eu un coup de foudre artistique. Et puis, j'ai dû lui demander. Et ça m'a demandé une certaine, je dirais, euh, j'étais gêné de lui demander parce que je me disais, bon, il se promène, puis moi, j'avais mon appareil photo, et puis j'hésitais, puis à un moment donné, je les ai vus partir, et puis la femme, la conjointe de cet homme, s'est retournée pour me regarder, et puis j'ai levé la main en lui faisant signe, est-ce que je pourrais vous parler? Et puis, elle m'a dit, je savais que tu voulais prendre mon mari en photo pour en faire une peinture.
Oh, that's nice. He was in a symposium and he was
Okay.
painting in his booth and he had his back turned to the crowd, but he said all of a sudden he was sort of like overwhelmed with a strange feeling. And he turned around and in the crowd he saw this man.
Oh.
And he was just he knew he had to find a way to connect with this man because he had to paint him.
Oh.
And so he grabbed his camera and he went towards them. The man was with his wife, and he felt too shy and didn't know how to approach him because they were strangers. And so he didn't ask, and they were leaving, and his wife turned around, and so he motioned to the wife, like this,
Oh.
and she smiled and said, "I knew you wanted to take my husband you
Picture.
wanted to take my husband's photograph." And
Wow.
so that's how he met them and guess had a photo session, and then the painting
And it
took
was
place.
it was right there in
That.
front of my booth.
Oh.
Photos and
Yeah. You took the
uh,
picture in your booth. You took the
Yeah,
yeah,
picture of the man in your
yeah,
booth.
yeah.
yeah.
And after that, I painted him once, and this is the second one of this man.
Oh.
Painting is the second one.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Magnifique.
Because I
Oh,
have
c'est
this
beau.
here too. You see?
Ah,
Yeah.
That is your
yeah.
You know what? I connect with that is if you study portraiture, they will tell you like when it started, you only painted prince and important people and rich and beautiful people, but nowadays what I really appreciate and I really love about portraiture is taking the ordinary
ordinary.
person and making this person extraordinarily beautiful,
Oh.
because a lot of people are not necessarily physically pretty, but they have beautiful souls, and
Mhm.
connecting that and finding that and enjoying painting, making extraordinary ordinary
Yeah.
people is magnificent.
Wow. Now you're inspiring me to paint portraits, which I don't do.
Go paint
Paint
in,
what you love.
in your way. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, and paint my way too. Yeah, I may not be a realistic. I could do a portrait, but it won't come out realistically treated. It might be more impressionistic.
But maybe,
It might have a little bit of pop art,
Catch the soul.
huh? Yeah.
right? Yeah. So,
Gisèle,
wow.
Gisèle, elle lit dans mes pensées.
Ben, c'est parce que notre art se connaît en quelque temps. Si tu voyais mes œuvres,
Je ne les ai plus.
ouais, le fil conducteur est quand même assez semblable. Alors, oui.
Alors peut-être que
We're just having a private conversation here. Yeah, he's saying that
That's
you know
okay.
he
It's not
feels
for
like
me to
I'm
go
reading
get my
his
wine.
mind. Yeah, he says he feels like I'm reading his mind, and I said, well, that I think it's because his way of thinking is very parallel to mine, and I think our paintings or our work or our way of seeing things are quite similar.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think Gabrielle, you connect to a lot of people, and it shows also with your work. And I'm glad that you and Giselle have sort of
Found a
had
common thread.
a common thread. Yeah.
it's a great experience. I love it very, very much.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Gabrielle, are you having any? How do you? How do you? How? Wow. Let's start. um, you teach intuitive paintings, yes?
Yes.
Are you teaching right now?
No.
No,
Everything is
it's
stopped.
stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of COVID, yes?
Yeah.
So were you teaching in Quebec
Yeah.
or is it only abroad?
In Quebec
In
and
Quebec.
in Europe,
Yeah. Where
France,
where in Europe?
in France, um, Switzerland,
Oh my.
and Belgique.
Yeah.
Belgium.
Wow.
Belgium. Yeah.
That's great. So
Yeah.
now I guess your classes have been canceled or on hold right now because of COVID, yes?
Mhm.
But let's say we are opening up, let's say, end of this year, next year. How do they get to register for
Oh,
your class?
I'm not. I'm not sure, but I'm not ready now to prepare other
Tu peux le dire en français.
Workshops?
en français d'autres fins de semaine de peinture intuitive. C'est pas encore vraiment préparé pour moi, mais je songe sérieusement à peut-être regarder du côté informatique pour voir si ce serait possible de le faire sur les réseaux sociaux.
He's not, he's kind of put that on hold right now because it's been very difficult on account of COVID.
Yes.
And he says maybe instead of doing it the way he used to do it, he's going to study the possibility of offering it online.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a done deal yet.
No. No.
No,
The,
because ma carrière, dans les dernières années, ma carrière a pris plus de place et puis j'ai diminué mes cours parce que j'avais beaucoup de demandes avec ma carrière et je pense qu'en ce moment, j'offre plus à la société en peignant et en expand, comment on dirait ça en anglais, expandre mes tableaux. Je veux vraiment, j'ai reçu énormément de, de messages, des milliers de messages depuis un an ou deux, parce que j'ai beaucoup, beaucoup montré mes toiles et je me rends compte que je dois mettre beaucoup de temps à peindre, plus à enseigner en ce moment.
Okay, his career has reached a point where he says in the past few years he's been showing a lot more of his work, and he's received a lot of feedback, and he's at the point where teaching takes a lot of time.
Yes.
And he would rather right now devote his time to creation
Right.
rather than teaching.
Yes. Yes. I agree. I agree.
I do too.
Yeah, because there's the balance between teaching
Yeah.
or creating.
It's
Right?
hard to do
It's so hard to
both.
balance.
Yeah.
Tu sais,
Yeah.
Gisèle, lorsque je me suis rendu compte que je faisais plus de bien aux gens en ce moment par ma créativité que par mon enseignement.
He's bringing more joy to the people, or to the public, or
Yes.
to the with his art
Yes.
than he did when he was teaching.
Yeah.
He's the joy that his paintings bring, and the reaction,
Yeah.
and the feelings that the people have, and I think that it's comforting. His paintings bring a lot of comfort.
Right.
You can feel the spirit in the canvas, and I think that's what people need right now,
Yeah.
and it's true.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Totally. And of course, you're happier too. And when you're painting and creating, so not that you weren't happy teaching, but there's a different kind of celebration when you're creating from your heart, and that's what you're sharing with the public and your followers.
Yeah.
So you have a website, and people can connect with you there. It's gabriellavoie.com.
Gabriel Lavoie SCA.
Oh, .ca. Okay. gabriellavoie.ca. So do
And
you like acrylic or oil? Which is your
Oh,
best?
oil is his favorite.
Oh,
yeah,
oil.
yeah,
Oil is your
yeah.
favorite. Okay.
And
Why?
if
Why?
I had my Facebook page,
Oh, your Facebook page.
yeah, it's Gabriel Lavoie, artiste peintre.
Okay, okay. I will find you and I will follow you.
Me too.
And I know many will do the same. So let's play a little game, Gabrielle. We'll do a little rapid fire.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh, yeah, you can understand English, no worries. But who's your favorite artist, alive or dead?
It's not a surprise if I say Rembrandt.
Ah non, non, c'est pas possible. Parce que moi aussi.
Yeah.
I
It's
read
the
that
same as
question.
you, Giselle.
Yeah, I read the question and I said, "Oh, if she asked that, ever somebody asked that of me, it's Rembrandt." And I was, he's not going to say Rembrandt.
Yeah.
And that's what he said.
Oh,
Marisa,
yes.
I was in Italy 2 years ago
Oh,
and I saw uh, a couple of paintings from Rembrandt and
yes.
I was complètement à l'envers.
Oh, just,
Hang
just,
on, my
Giselle,
battery's dying here. Can you still see
Giselle,
me?
you have to plug it, Giselle.
Yeah.
So, what you
Hang
were
on.
in Italy and then you saw all the Rembrandt paintings and your heart.
And I was,
Skipped a beat.
comment?
His heart skipped a beat.
Oh, sweet. Kaboom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, he does see that he has some magic for sure. And
yeah.
and for him to be, yeah, he has some inborn talent,
Mm.
Rembrandt. Yeah. I have to visit Italy. That is another country I'd like to visit after COVID is
Uh-huh.
calmed down, and we go back to normal,
Yeah.
some
I,
sort of normal.
I was at the Biennale of Italy.
Oh my
Oh,
God, what an
yes.
experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You,
And it was It wasn't a great experience because il n'y avait pas beaucoup de visiteurs à
Ah
l'exposition.
oui, c'était à quelle année?
En 2019.
Oh, in 2019, he went to the Biennale of Venice
Yes, yeah,
in Italy,
yep.
and he was a little disappointed because he says there weren't that many visitors.
Oh,
C'était à quel temps de l'année?
It was in Florence,
Oh, it was in Florence, sorry.
oh.
And it was what time of year?
October.
Oh,
October.
that's surprising because
Yeah.
October, there should be a lot of people, tourists, and everyone should be. It's
Mais
a
nous
beautiful
avons,
time.
And especially in
mais
Florence.
In
c'était une grande
France.
expérience. C'est une grande expérience.
Ah oui.
And
Great experience.
great experience. Yeah, yeah. One day also for me. It's a big investment, right?
Yeah.
To fly to Italy, to bring your work there, to sign up for a booth, and yeah, it's a big investment. So, but
Depuis,
it's great experience.
yeah, depuis tout jeune, j'ai toujours rêvé d'aller à Florence, aller voir les Michelangelo, puis aller
Oh,
voir les Léonard da Vinci.
of
Donc,
course.
j'ai réalisé un rêve en même temps.
He always dreamt of going to Florence, especially Florence, and in participating in that Biennale, it was realizing his dream at the same time.
Yes, yeah. It's a dream come true to see all those masterpieces, right? All those sculptures and paintings that were done there. Wow.
Ça vaut le détour.
Yeah, it's worth the detour.
Excellent, excellent. So, what's your favorite color, Gabrielle?
10 years ago, it was blue, but
Okay.
today it's yellow and orange.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
cool. So, if you have one word that you would say, oh, there's yellow and orange right there. That's right. If you were going to say one word to an aspiring artist, what word would that be?
Infinite.
Infinite.
Infini.
Okay, so now explain why.
Infinite, mm, like, comment on dit, potentiel. Infinite potential, infinite possibility.
Oh,
Um, c'est quoi l'autre mot que je pourrais dire? Uh, inspiration. We have,
this infinite,
I think,
endless.
there,
Possibilities.
there is no hand,
Yes, no limit.
no limit
Yeah,
for the artist.
yeah.
So infinite, because when you think about infinite, you open everything. You're not concentrate.
Yes, you're not limited to just that
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the word.
Oh, wow. That could be a word for all of us.
Yeah.
It is so positive, and it is really a very positive, encouraging word. I really yeah, that's amazing. Wow. Oh, Giselle is upside down, I think.
Oh, okay. I'll put it back up. Better.
So now, Gabrielle, what would you say to yourself when you were 12 now?
Mm, don't don't worry. Be happy. Ne t'en fais pas. Sois confiant. La vie va toujours t'amener là où tu dois être. Fais confiance.
Oh,
Have confidence, because and don't worry needlessly, because life will bring you to where you need to be at
wow.
the time you need to be there. You just
Oh,
need to keep or to have confidence.
Yeah.
wow. Oh,
Trust
that's
it.
so amazing. So amazing. Like if you were 12 years old and you heard that, That is so touching, isn't it? I'm gonna cry. That's, when you're 12 years old, you're surrounded, you have so many questions and
Yeah.
maybe insecurities
Mhm.
well, elementary could be tough on some people, right? So yeah, so that's very, very encouraging. Yeah. Well,
Merci. Thank you.
well, so people can get in touch with you with Gabriel Lavoie.ca,
Yeah.
and then your Facebook again. Uh,
Gabriel Lavoie, artiste peintre.
and are you only on Facebook? Are you not on Instagram?
Uh, Instagram, it's new because of you.
Yes, yes.
I will,
Well,
je vais probablement continuer sur Instagram parce que je commence à avoir des amis, des gens qui ont commencé à vouloir être, comment on dit sur Instagram,
Amis ou des followers,
ouais,
des suivants. Ouais.
c'est
C'est ça.
à suivre.
Oui, c'est ça.
À suivre.
Yeah. It's the next step.
that's
Euh,
the next step.
Yeah.
Is
j'ai
it, will it,
aussi, je vais dire la phrase en français, mais les gens peuvent aussi venir faire un petit tour à Terrebonne au Québec dans mon atelier.
Oh, he's in Terrebonne, in Quebec. That's close to Montreal, and he's inviting anybody that's around to drop into his studio.
oh, wow.
Rendez-vous.
I'm gonna remember he said that next time I'm in Montreal.
So do we just send you an email through your website to say we'd like to see your studio, we'd like to make an appointment to come see you?
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Oh boy. So it is going to be I would love to do that when we can travel again.
Mm.
Vous êtes la bienvenue.
You are the most welcome.
Yes. Well, I would like to thank you again, Gabrielle, for being our guest tonight. This will be aired tonight, and probably in the next week or so. I'd like to thank also Giselle for helping us out with getting the bilingual component into our interview. Thank you so much, Giselle.
It was
and
fun.
and and Gabrielle, please keep in touch and again, congratulations for winning third best in our Open International jury show. Please keep joining, and
Thanks a
we
lot.
hope to see you more.
It was a beautiful moment. It was a beautiful interview, and the concept of the tree.
Having all of us to
Yeah, yeah. It was.
to make it more bilingual. I Yeah,
Thanks.
this could be the start of it. Oh, Giselle, what did I?
It was my pleasure, though. I enjoyed it too, very much so.
So Giselle, if I hope you don't mind if we can do it again someday.
Yes, I'd love
Yes.
to. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I think that Giselle is the right person for that.
Oh, ben merci.
J'ai beaucoup apprécié.
Oh, c'est un plaisir, c'est un plaisir.
well,
Merci.
thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me tonight. And we'll see you again in the next live or in the next interview. Thank you, everybody. In behalf of the Society of Canadian Artists, we'd like to bid you farewell for now. Au revoir.
Bye.
Au
Au
revoir.
revoir.
So that'll be a cut. And then yeah. Thank you so much, Gabrielle. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah, vraiment. J'ai beaucoup aimé.
Beaucoup, beaucoup. What does that mean? You're
Uh,
welcome?
I loved it very much.
Ah, excelente.
Excellent.
All right, Gabrielle. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.